No bueno. No bueno. I think I'm done with this one for today. Well, let me see how close I am to those missiles. We're not getting kills anymore. The whole orchard. Yeah, we're more than, not even quite halfway. That's all right. We got the R-73s done and the wings. No, the wings. The cover and the wings we got done. I'm happy with that. Not bad, not bad. We're still making progress, just not great. So we're going to keep stepping it down a little bit, keep coming down. You know, something I haven't flown in a long time is the Rafale. I haven't cheated in a minute. TW, what's up? What's this game about? Well, actually, it's air, land, and sea. So there are 3 modes. You've got tanks, airplanes, and then naval. And then you've got 2 different types of naval. You've got deep water and coastal. And then with the tank mode, you can also bring airplanes in and do CAS as well as helicopters. So you can do close air support, drop bombs, shoot, and it's all PvP, which is really cool. So as you fly the different vehicles, you work your way through the tech tree here and unlock more and more powerful, aircraft. It's relatively realistic compared to anything else that's like it. There really isn't much like it. World of Tanks, World of Warships might be the closest, but that's very arcadey compared to these. The damage models are much more realistic in War Thunder as opposed to having like a health bar. You're actually trying to, take the wing off or take out the engine on ground. You're actually trying to, eliminate the crew or, take the track off or take out the gun, which to me is really cool, especially being, former military and, being taught to kind of go after those things. It does get a little arbitrary, even like in Ace Combat when you're dealing with stuff like that. So yeah, a lot of fun. A lot of graphics for a free-to-play game are amazing. As much as we nitpick it, they really are just unbelievable for a game that's free. Most of the cockpits are functional, so all this stuff, works and is accurate as far as the radars and speeds and altitudes and all that kind of stuff. I don't know if like in VR and Sim, if like the actual switches and stuff manipulate like it would in like DCS. That I'm not sure. But we will find out. We will be doing some more, like I said before, Sim and DCS to make those comparisons. Yeah, it is in depth. I've been playing, I'm on day 414. And I am able to put a little more time in it than most, but again, if you play a couple hours a day, you end up moving through pretty quickly. Especially if you're able to get premium time, which, then it does become kind of a, not necessarily a free-to-play game, but it's still less than $1 a day. Yeah, that's cheaper than like the days I used to go spend at the arcade, get a pocket full of $5 worth of quarters, might last a few hours. So it's relatively worth it for me. But even without it, I probably grinded the first 6 months, I would say, without premium time, and I still made pretty good progress. I didn't feel, the only real reason that I started getting premium time, there was a sale at some point that I picked up the A26 premium, and that's why I got it, because I essentially ended up with like free premium time. And then I was like, had a whole bunch of SL, and I was like, ooh, that's what's really worth it to me is the extra SL that you get. All right. Should get that guy. Go get him, go get him. Uh-oh. You think I left you, but I didn't. He might rub that off the mountain. Ooh, I thought he turned the other way. It's so hard to tell sometimes. Guess who's back? Guess who's... Oh, I don't have my flares on. Oh, damn it. That's right. I don't like how it will carry a setting from a previous plane that you were flying. That's really annoying. Oh, thank you. Thank you, T-Dub. Appreciate the follow, man. Just a beautiful plane. Yes, and I'm honestly not flying them very well right now, but we'll get to it. We'll get focused up here and we'll make it happen. But yeah, that was one of the things that grabbed me when I started it. So you start with like biplane battles, which still super fun, underrated, the best flying in the game. But I was blown away by the graphics. Like most other free-to-play games that I've ever jumped into, like very blocky or very animated, or, you know, just you can tell you're playing a free game. This one, I was just blown away at how good everything looked. Then when I would get into the cockpit and again, like everything was working and accurately, I was just, you know, most flight games I play Ace Combat and like Flight Sim, because honestly, once I started flying for real, I really didn't play a lot of flight games. We would play Ace Combat for fun to like mess around, and then of course play the crap out of Flight Sim just to practice flights and different maneuvers and stuff like that. Practice checklists, you know, going through the different phases of the flight. But this is the only other thing that I've ever played that's come close. And of course, I haven't played DCS yet. I know that will, but for being a game that really, it still is pretty unrealistic. You know, a lot of the stuff that we like to think is real is still classified. So, you know, they do the best they can. But War Thunder does a really good job of trimming out just enough realism to make it fun. Because again, when you're like DCS and you're going through all those motions, that just wears you out fast. It's hard to do that every day. This one, you're going through battles quickly, especially if you've got people to play with. That makes it a lot of fun. Teamwork pays off really well in this game, which unfortunately you don't get a lot of it from your arbitrary teammates, but if you're able to get buddies together and play together, that becomes, it's a whole different game. So yeah, dive in a little bit, dip your toe in. Definitely check out some of the other Only Snails that do more ground, because the ground game has a lot of really cool visuals as well. Ground is a little, I would say, a little more competitive, just because there's typically a few more players, and you get air and ground, so you still get some air players, you know, a lot of air players that go play ground because they enjoy the CAS aspect, which I will be doing a lot more of soon too. And then I really enjoy naval as well. The naval is gorgeous. It's just unfortunate that not a lot of people play naval, so the battles can get drawn out a little bit and the wait times can get kind of long sometimes. Now we're getting into some heavy metal here. Stretch your necks out, folks. YOLO, you recovered? You recovered, bud? To that mental wear out, I'm sure. That's what his vehicle fight with? Yeah. Oh, YOLO said, get time to go full on. Full on. You just mean the night hat, right? You just mean my new Nightingale hat? I'm gonna try it with these ones this time. Ooh. He goes out over that canyon. We got him. Good to see you, YOLO. We'll throw that helmet on for the next game. So I gotta throw my other earbuds in real quick. Damn it, I still didn't have my flares on. Yeah. When that finally leveled out, it was not coming from where I thought it was coming from again. I'm just misreading the RWR today. Stupid. Even the best players make those mistakes. Yay, they connect right off today. Nice. All right. I have to say it. I told you guys, I'll always be honest. The sound in these is amazing. It's really good. Especially with the open back and I can hear other stuff. Music still sounds better with these. Bose still sounds better. Sounds better. It sounds better. So yes, folks, this is the helmet that I wore while I was in. It's nice to finally have an excuse to dig it out of the helmet bag. It was honestly pretty painful for a while. But I'm glad we found a positive use. Throw it on again. All right. Oh yeah, those fit better. So nice that now, at least now I can talk to you guys. I can hear so much better with the separate mic. Before, when the headset mic, that sucked. I'd have to take the headset off, like try to balance it like on my lap so that you guys could still kind of hear me. At least now I know you can. And I can still hear the music, which is nice too. Oh man, that Signia singing again. Dang, that girl is good. That girl is good. So yeah, how you doing there, YOLO? You getting all recovered there, man? Getting all recovered? How does the cockpit air-to-air locking work? So it's all radar based. You can use a few different modes, but again, you're just basically telling your aircraft to focus only on this particular signature, and then it does everything it can to send focused radar waves at that target. It goes into hyper focus mode when you actually lock it up, which you'll notice after the last update that even the 12.3, when you actually lock a target, it goes from showing you a dot to giving you that airplane again. And that's essentially what's happening. Is your plane, you're essentially telling your plane, okay, only focus on this target, and it will then take over the radar and try to make it only focus on that. But of course, they can outmaneuver that. The radar has gimbal